Hello students, this will be the next class of finance and accounting. Today in my last class I have discussed about this is the second unit as such. We have discussed about the trading, profit and loss account and a balance sheet. So today we are going to do a program in that. So I'll just go through the things which I have discussed in my last class. Trading account, it takes into picture all the manufacturing related incomes and expenditures. This is a debit side. Basically this is a credit side, what we are doing on the what we have learning from the ledger account as such. The left hand side will be the debit side, the right hand side will be the credit side. Okay, all the expenses and losses you're going to take it on the debit side, that is the left hand side, and all the incomes and gains you're going to take it on the credit side, that is on the right hand side. And this is the manufacturing related expenses and incomes, whereas your profit and loss take into consideration the office related expenses and losses and office related incomes and gains. The left hand side, that is the debit side, it takes into account the office related expenses and losses, whereas credit side you're going to take the office related incomes and gains as such. Okay, this is what is profit and loss account. You can check out over here: office salaries, rent, rates and taxes, printing and stationery, legal office charges, insurance, general expenses. These all are the profit and loss related expenses and office related expenses and losses, office related incomes and gains on the credit side. If at all you have received any interest or commission or discount received, or investments, dividend on shares. Dividends are nothing but the profit which you receive on the shares. This will be named as dividend as such. Miscellaneous investments and rent received at all. Next is balance sheet. On the left hand side you're going to take the liabilities and capital, whereas on the right hand side you're going to take the assets. Okay, so liabilities are nothing but you're liable to pay the amount or you're liable to provide the service. Those all will come on the liability side. Like creditors, creditors are the suppliers to you. They have supplied you raw materials, so you have to pay them back, so you're due to pay to them, right? So that is the reason creditors will be on the liability side. Bills payable is a promissory note. I have already explained you in my last class. You can just check out those. Okay, if you have any doubts regarding this. So let's do a problem. From the following particulars of Mr. XYZ, prepare the trading account for the year ended 31st March 2018. Now if you see this, sales return. Sales are nothing but the income which you receive, right? So it will come on the sales, purchases, opening stock. These all are the part of trading account. Okay, so sales and sales return will come on the credit side of trading accounts and income for you, right? Whereas purchases and expenditures, it will come on the debit side. Whereas opening stock is an expenditure, it will come on the debit side. Wages is also an expenditure, it will also come on the debit side. Coal, water and gas also will come on the debit side as well. If you see this, I have already done. You can check out sales, what I have done. I am going to show it in the fresh one because we did. The name of the person is XYZ Limited, right? For the year ended, all the time trading account will be for the year ended only. Okay, so you can check out over here: trading account of Mr. XYZ Limited for the year ended 31st March 2018. You need not to prepare balance sheet because he didn't ask you the balance sheet, he asked only the trading account. So let's check out the question. Let's do the problem simultaneously. What is the sales? Sales are 1 lakh and sales return are 5,000. So let's take, as it's an income, it will come on the credit side. By sales 1 lakh. If you see this, you have sales 1 lakh and sales return 5,000. So you need to deduct those both the things. From the sales, you need to deduct sales return. Returns are how much? 5,000. So it will come to 95,000. What's the next one now? You have purchases. Opening stock you need to take first all the time. 2. Opening stock 10,000. And you have purchases 25,000. All the expenses, I'm telling again and again, all the expenses will come on the debit side, all the incomes will come on the credit side. So purchase we have taken. Now what are the others? Wages, coal, water, gas, these all are the expenses. Okay, so wages, coal, gas and water also will come on the debit side. Only sales and sales return will come on the credit side. Wages and coal, gas and water also will come on the debit side. Okay, so let's take the wages. To wages 1,000 rupees. To coal, gas, water 500 rupees. Over, both the things are over. We have taken all the items, so we can close down the account now. So both the sides, we need not to do balance sheet. It's just a format which I am preparing, because you guys, it is taking a lot of effort to draw these diagrams, like formats and all. So that is the reason I am making in advance 2-3 accounts and keeping with me, so that it will not be a stress one. So it's just to similar, that is the reason I am keeping with this. 95,000, if you subtract out of 95,000, it will be here 85,000. 85 minus 25,000, 60,000. 60,000 minus 1,000, 59,000. 59,000 minus 500, it will be 58,500. This is nothing but total you need to write down. Now incomes are more than your expenses, so this will be nothing but profit. So you are going to write down to gross profit carried down. So this is nothing but your amount, gross profit amount it is. I hope I made it clear to all of you. You are going to take incomes on the credit side and expenses on the debit side. Incomes are nothing but sales minus sales return, opening stock, purchases, wages, coal, gas and water. These all are the expenses. Income minus expenses. If it is incomes are more, out of that if you deduct the expenses, you will remain with the gross profit. This will be again transferred to profit and loss account. We didn't ask us to prepare the profit and loss account, we need not to. So let's move on to the next problem now. The next problem: from the following balances of Mr. Rajendra. Here, let's check out the question. Next question: from the following balances of Mr. Rajendra, prepare the trading and profit and loss account for the year ended 31st March 2018 and a balance sheet as on the date. So over here, opening stock has been given 20,000. Salaries has been given 25,000. Opening stock means it would be an expenses of trading, that is nothing but manufacturing, so it will come on the trading debit. Salaries is an office related expenditure, so it will come on the P&L debit side, profit and loss debit side. So he is asking us to prepare over here trading account, profit and loss account and a balance sheet. So we need to prepare all the three accounts in this problem. Sundry expenses is also a miscellaneous expenses, so this would be done in the office only, so that also will come under profit and loss account. Next is rent and taxes is an office related expenditure. Tax you pay in the office, so it will come on the profit and loss account debit side. Purchases, it will come in the manufacturing expenditure it is, so it will come in the trading debit. So here you can see freight is nothing but manufacturing expenditure, so it will come in the debit side of trading account. Advertising, it's an office related expenditure. How you can remember this is, you need to just go through the format which I have given. It will be according to that only. So you need to remember this all, and obviously you need to use some your logic also, because you know if it is in manufacturing, it will be like little bit clear, like sales, purchases, stock and all will be related to manufacturing, whereas leaving this advertising, it could be, or rent and rates, these all will be related to profit and loss account. Discount allowed is nothing but the discount which will be receiving or paying in the at the time of sales, so that will become in the profit and loss account only. Machinery, it's an asset, it will come in the asset side. Capital, it is a liability, so it will come on the liability side. Cash is nothing but it's an asset which you will hang in your hands, so this is known as asset, it will come on the balance sheet asset side. Closing stock valued at rupees 18,000, this will come in the twice, it will come, guys. This is a basic problem, simple problem I have starting with. So closing stock, it will come twice. One is the stock which is remaining at the end of the year, that will be written in the trading account credit side. After doing all the manufacturing or all, what is left we are going to write down, right? So leftover will be written down on the trading credit side, and it will come again on the asset side of balance sheet assets. So let's do this problem. Let's take down all the items of profit and loss trading account first. Opening stock, Mr. Rajendra, it is name, sorry, Rajendra, 31/3/2018. Let's take first sales. How much is the sales is sales are 1,85,000. Any returns are there? So no, we need not to take them. So 1,85,000. What's the next one? Opening stock 20,000. So 2 opening stock 20,000. Next is what we have done previously, right? Next, what will come in trading account is purchases 90,000. So here purchases are how much? If you can see, purchases are 90,000. Purchase 90,000, so take that amount. What's the next trading item on the debit side? Freight. Freight also will come on the debit side of P&L account, so let's take that also. 2 freight inward means it will come in the trading debit side, guys. Remember this. Outward means it will come on the P&L debit side. What's another item of trading account? We have taken all the items: freight, inward, purchases, opening stock, sales, and closing stock. I said it will come twice. Once on the trading credit side, the other is on the asset side of balance sheet. So let's take down that. By closing stock, the amount is 18,000. If you total this, total on both the sides, all the items of trading account is over. And one more thing I want to tell you, important part is, you need to prepare one account only for trading and profit and loss account. You can prepare one also, you can prepare separate also as such. I am preparing it. Most of the companies prepare it combined only. Okay, so these are all the expenses or incomes what you gain on a day-to-day life. So if you total it up, credit side will be 2,03,000. If you subtract these items from that, 20,000, 90,000 and 2,500, you will get 90,500. If you subtract 2,03,000 minus 20,000 minus 90 minus 2,500, you will get 90,500. Here also 2,03,000. This would be called as to gross profit carried down. Okay, this is nothing but the gross profit carried on. This is nothing but the balancing figure. Now if you the carried down will become the brought down, like how we used to do for ledger account, the same manner here also you need to do by gross profit. From here your P&L account starts. Brought down you need to write down 90,500. Okay, now let's take all the items of the profit and loss account. Let's check out one by one. Now now profit and loss means office related expenses we are going to take. So what all the things will come is salary, sundry expenses, rent and taxes, advertising, and discount allowed also will come. These all the items will come under profit and loss account. Okay, so let's start doing that. um, so first one is salaries. As I said, two salaries, the amount is 25,000 if you check out the equation. Okay, next is sundry expenses. Sundry expenses already said these are the miscellaneous. So miscellaneous all will day to day transactions it will be, so that also will come. Two sundry expenses, the amount is 2,000. Next is what? Rent and tax is 3,000, so let's take that also. To rent and taxes 3,000. What's the next one? Purchase over, freight over. Now we have taken already in trading. Now we are going to take advertising 1,500. It's also an expenditure, so debit side. To advertising, the amount is 1,500. What's the next one? Now all the items we have taken, sales we have taken, trading, discount allowed and discount received. Discount allowed is nothing but discount paid. Discount received is an income. So discount is nothing but which you receive on sales. Sales is nothing but office related. Once you do the in market sales, that things you are going to take consideration over here. So discount or commission or interest means it will be office related, so you have to take in the office account only all these things. So discount allowed will be on the debit side. So discount allowed, the amount is 1,800. By discount paid, by discount received, the amount is 1,000. So now we have taken all the items of profit and loss also. So now we need to close down the profit and loss account. So total it up both the sides. Which side is more? Just check it out. Your credit side is more. The total is 91,500. So if you subtract 91,000 minus 25,000 minus 3 minus 2 minus 15 minus 18, you will get 58,200. So this is nothing but it will be named as the profit and loss. Profit office related profit is called as net profit. Carried, you are going to write down in a bracket, transfer to capital account. That means balance sheet you need to transfer it. So total it up. Okay, so these are the things. So profit we got is 58,200. Now we need to prepare the balance sheet. Balance sheet I am going to write down over here of Mr. Rajendra as on 31st March 2018. Now we need to take all the items of balance sheet. So what are the items of balance sheet are? Liability side only capital and net profit are there. So we will take down that. How we are going to write down over here is capital amount is 10,000 we have taken, right? Here you need to add down the net profit. If it is a net loss, if it is a loss, you are going to write down minus. If it's a profit, you need to write down plus. 58,200, so it will come to 68,200. Okay, now we are going to take asset side items. What all the items are on the asset side? Machinery, machinery, cash, and closing stock. As I said, closing stock will come twice. Closing stock, let's take down closing stock. Closing stock, once it will come in the trading the credit, and the other on the asset side of balance sheet. Why it will come on the twice? Because this once the stock that is left over at the end, if it is continuing the next year, it will become the current asset, isn't it? You are holding in your hands that stock, raw material and all, so it is an asset for you. It is, if it is carrying into the next year, so that is the reason closing stock twice it will come out the time. Okay, so what's the next one? Machinery 40,200 and cash 10,000. Machinery, cash 10,000. Total it up both the sides, it will be, it should be equal. That means whatever you have done is right. So over here, if you total it up both the sides, 18,000 plus 40,200, it will be some 58,200 plus 10,000, it will be 68,200. Now if both the things are equal, that means whatever you have done is right. The trading account, gross profit, net profit, whatever you have posted, everything is right accordingly. If at all some mistake is there, it should tally. If it is not tallying, that means there is somewhere some mistake you have done. Okay, so this is very important, and it's a compulsory question every time he asks you. He, as you all are engineering background, he will not ask you complicated, also very simple questions will be there. Just you need to know which item will come where, that is trading items. You, as I said, all manufacturing related items will come in the trading account. All the opening stock, purchases, freight, closing stock, such things will be asked in the trading, will be given in the from the trading account. Whereas uh, office related expenses and profits, we are going to it will be taken in the profit and loss account. And don't get confused, one account will be prepared, that will be divided among trading and P&L account. You can prepare it separately also, no issues, it will be right only. If, but most of the companies and all, they prepare it combined only, because these all are the daily expenses that will be carried out. That is the reason it will be prepared at a place. And at the end, balance sheet, by seeing the balance sheet only, the people will be knowing your current position of the company. What is the position of the company, whether they are into good position on average, or you are into bankrupt or such like that. So I hope it is clear the problem to all of you. So I am not going to do 4 5 problems or 2 3 problems in a day simultaneously, because you will get confused. So for the day, these 2 problems are enough. It's simple problem I have taken and I have calculated. Do practice them. Just take out the this one what I have given you in the previous in my last class. This one, that is this format. These are very easier. You need not to stress yourself also. What related to manufacturing, it will be very much. Wages you pay to laborer, isn't it? If you see this, wages you pay to the laborer. Carriage inward means transportation related to inwards. Whenever it will be given, it will come in the trading account. Okay, so purchases, carriage inward, wages, freight, custom duty, octroi, these all are nothing but expenses related to manufacturing. Those all you are going to take in the trading account. Whereas profit and loss, that will be very much similar to office related, like print, trade, taxes, printing and stationery, legal charges. These you all are going to use them in the office, isn't it? So those all will come in the profit and loss account. Like if you received any interest or paid any interest, and such also will come in the profit and loss account also. In balance sheet, you take all the liabilities and capital and asset. So you take all the liabilities, capital and all. So we'll do more problems in my coming classes. So I'll wind up the class now. So see you all guys. Bye.